home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Grenada Electricity Services Limited cordially invites shareholders to attend the 66th annual meeting of shareholders held virtually on Zoom as well as at the Grenada Room, Radisson Beach Resort on Thursday, 9th October 2025 at 4:30 p.m. Note, each virtual attendee is required to register early to facilitate verification. Documents for the upcoming meeting are available on the company's website. Visit www.grenlec.com or call Grenlec at 237 extension 312 for more information.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
We're going live with the news. This is Network News for Tuesday, September 30, 2025. In the headlines, fishermen voice safety concerns amid increased U.S. military presence in Caribbean waters. Grenadians urge greater focus on agriculture and renewable energy ahead of 2026 budget. Debate intensifies over future of Progress Park as lights await installation. Major sewer main breach in Grand Anse repaired. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean leaders call for urgent food security measures at regional summit. Internationally, Mali's former prime minister faces trial over support for political prisoners. Plus, in the sports news, Nepal stunned West Indies to claim historic series victory.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Hello, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Local fishermen weigh in on maritime safety in the face of U.S. military buildup in the Caribbean Sea. Trainee reporter Deidre Seeley spoke with some concerned citizens and has this report.
In addition to challenges such as adverse weather conditions and bait shortages, fisherfolk now find their difficulties compounded by security concerns. With a ban on fish exports to the U.S. on the horizon, fisherfolk must also face piracy and increasing military hostilities in the Caribbean Sea. Since August, the United States has bolstered its military presence in the Caribbean, escalating to several fatal strikes on vessels they claim to have been transporting drugs from Venezuela. Manila. On Tuesday, GBN reporters interviewed fishermen on the Carnage St. George's, allowing them to share their thoughts about the increasing perils they face on the job.
When you set your line, when you go to pick up your line, sometimes your flag missing, piece of your line missing because they're taking that. We don't know what they're taking it for. They take your fish. Sometimes you don't get your line at all. We don't have waters again. So we have to say we're the best for us. You know, some people go take the chance to go wrong, but how deep? We can't go as far as before. We had to go like 60 miles for the most. Anytime we cross that, well, they might think like we some kind of pirate to and blow us up too. We don't know what's going on.
One fisherman noted that the Coast Guard is not equipped to assist fisherfolk in cases of piracy. He also called on maritime authorities to implement identification standards that could prevent local fisherfolk from becoming the target of airstrikes.
We Coast Guard even less armed than the smallest Venezuelan ship. So we just had to take it. We can't say we call in Coast Guard. ID. We're going to have to put of call printed bold and clear, have a standard size, and the Marine Department, Fisheries Department give us heads up as to what's going on, where it's going on, and give the U.S. military the same as they're giving us. And even if they could go as far as to make sure everybody equipped with AIS Class A, so we automatically identified to them, whether it be up or down.
However, another fisherman remained skeptical that there was any need for alarm on the part of Grenadian fisherfolk.
We have encountered some piracy years ago with maybe Venezuelan boats. You know, they might take something off the line or take some of your line or something. I lost half of my line one time to a Venezuelan boat. But this present situation with the U.S. and Venezuela is not having a direct effect on us, to my knowledge, because I know boats have been fishing in the West since that started, and I've not heard of any encounters with the U.S. in any way. So if people are afraid to fish down there, it is up to them, you know. But for me, I haven't heard of any instances with them.
Since the U.S. military buildup, President Donald Trump remarked that there are fewer vessels in the area and noted that there is likely to be an impact on the fishing industry. Reporting for GBN News, this is Deidre Seeley.
Grenadians have been voicing their hopes and concerns ahead of the 2026 budget presentation in December. Trainee reporter Shania McIntosh has this report.
As government prepares to present the 2026 budget in December, citizens are pushing for more focus on agriculture and renewable energy. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell has confirmed that the spending plan will prioritize health, education, infrastructure, national security, and economic growth. While citizens welcome these commitments, some believe agriculture should receive greater attention. Farmers and residents argue that boosting food security and supporting local producers must be treated as a national priority. One resident noted that agriculture is the backbone of survival, and if more resources go into farming, it will ease imports and strengthen the economy.
Agriculture, they promise us they're going to do better with it, and they fail to do so. Yeah, because a lot of things still wasted in the country. I'm a farmer, I'm a vendor, I'm going around buying produce from people. You know, sometimes people just give me stuff. Like right now, this plum I have in my hand, I got it from people who can't get sales for it, and they're willing to not to take money from me for it. So there's a lot of things wasted here. Right now, plenty of avocado, no marketing for it. They promise they're going to do a lot for agriculture, and they fail to do so. I would like them to do a lot more.
Residents also mentioned the importance of renewable energy, particularly solar systems, along with the need for more learning equipment at school and digital credit.
Our economy is a sustainable developing economy, and likewise the educational sector is quite important in terms of giving the equipment and the knowledge necessary for these new upcoming citizens to understand, and likewise the teachers. I think also renewable energy is a new emerging market where digital credits and likewise the solar system or solar power system can be given more credit ratings, and the budget likewise can help with.
The The 2026 budget set to be presented in December will reveal how the government plans to allocate resources in the coming year. I am Shania McIntosh reporting for GBN News.
Other news, a major sewer main breach in Grand Anse caused disruptions to the environment and traffic today. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, has confirmed that the line has since been repaired. Eugenia Peters reports.
The breach occurred near Excel Plaza on a sewer line that carries waste from the Munridge catchment to the Morris Bishop Highway. 3 of the 4 pumps were affected, with sewage spilling into nearby roads and drains. Acting Manager of Production and Quality Todd Labari explained that heavy equipment operating in the area impacted the line, causing the leak.
Happened as a result of impacts of heavy equipment on our sewer line, on our sewer pump line. So with the UKSIF project currently doing extensive upgrades of lines in the south and multiple utilities in the ground. Even though you take the necessary precaution to set out works, from time to time you may have anomalies like this where a line barely gets touched, and for a force main that's under pressure, it doesn't take significant impact to breach a line like that.
Water trucks were deployed multiple times from early this morning to wash and disinfect roads and drains. Emergency repairs were carried out and the breach has now been sealed. NWASA says the incident required the temporary suspension of planned works in nearby areas and the redirection of resources to manage the emergency.
It's continued collaboration and setting out of works by the surveyors and the persons who have the as-built drawings of the various utility infrastructure in the ground. It's not a case that the team did not know that it was there. They know it was to their left. However, they would have come within about 1 inch of it at that point in time, which when they impacted it would have caused it to break.
Normal operations for the affected pump stations have resumed and traffic flow has returned to regular patterns. Officials confirm the situation has been fully resolved and residents and motorists in the Grand Anse area can expect no further disruptions related to this incident. Eugenia Peters, GBN News.
Well, the lights have been erected and are awaiting final installation at Progress Park in St. Andrew following the promise on social media by Sports Minister Delma Thomas on behalf of the NDC administration. However, the future of the playing field remains uncertain as one of the other promises draws on the legacy and history of the big parish. More in this report from Gerard Joseph.
Was the cart put before the horse with the installation of lights at Progress Park? The elephant in the room. That is how Gerard Sincere termed the promise of a synthetic track for Progress Park.
Progress Park is one of the better cricketing fields in the island. But we also want to put on a synthetic track in Progress Park. So there is some contention there, but we're not addressing it.
During the recent consultation on the future of Progress Park and sport in St. Andrew, the debate got intense between community activists, sport representatives and enthusiasts on what should be the plans for Progress Park.
So if we decide to put a synthetic track in Progress Park, then we would need to get another park, develop it to a high standard as Progress Park is, so that we can play cricket.
Progress Park transcends the realms of sport and even culture into the socio-economic livelihoods of the residents of St. Andrew, who share a deep connection with the most popular playing field in the parish. Local resident Claude Douglas added that the plan for a mini stadium at Progress Park is no longer viable, with the developments made since 2007 and the selling of lands for residential purposes. He highlighted the existence of a pump which needs repairs for the upkeep of the facility to be included.
Even as we discuss again on development without management is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So if we're going to develop there must be a management, and I'm talking about a day-to-day staff.
Critical to the discussion was the future of cricket, as well as cultural and other activities, if the decision to install synthetic becomes a reality.
I'm not sure the best thing now is to move away from it. Then again, let's take into consideration what cricket has done for Grenada. I mean, this is what put us on the map. And he started with Juna, he started with Roll, he started... Grenada is looked at very high on the map in terms of cricket. We are seeing now that there's lighting in the stadium. And I guess most of us would know that there's a thinking that one of the franchises will be down here. There's something about Grenada. So it means that we are looking to develop, we are looking to expand cricket in the country. And you wouldn't want to take away one of your major venues at this point in time. Look at what that has done for our players. St. Andrews is the mecca of cricket. In Grenada, they had as much as 40-something teams playing cricket in St. Andrews.
Rafael Coney, a representative of the Grenada Cricket Association, also had concerns on how the lights were erected at Progress Park.
One is the height of the lights. It therefore means cricket can't be played there in the night. The lights going to be mashed up. It's too low. The other factor with that is that the lights are so close to the field, the amount of heat that will be given out. Because you look at the magnitude of the lights, those are not small lights. That's a lot of lights. We look at CPL, and you could see the athletes, the cricketers sweating and wetting, like if it's rain, and that's highlight. No. Progress Park is smaller. The lights are much lower, I think about 70, 75 feet. And it's very close to the playing area. So one tells you the amount of heat that we're giving out there, it would create a challenge for the athletes. It's a real challenge.
Sports Minister Delma Thomas welcomed the contributions from stakeholders and community representatives to the future of Progress Park, noting that this was the rationale for the consultation.
We must make some decisions because we have not made it. I've heard back and forth that we made a decision, and so we did the lights. And maybe you are telling us now that it's not for cricket, and maybe you are correct. But I'm on the phone with the contractor trying to ascertain whether that is factual or not, or whether the light could go higher. And he's asking, Madam, can you call me? Because he's still saying that it can be used for cricket.
She promised a follow-up meeting involving the consultant who led the installation of the lights within the next 2 months. I am Gerard Joseph, reporting.
This is Network News still to come from us. Grenada considers ending corporal punishment in schools amid policy review. We'll be back.
Courts presents the Home Event 2025, happening now at Court stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home. Come explore new arrivals, bestsellers, and deals you can't resist. Discover the widest range of stylish furniture, cutting-edge TVs, audio systems, and appliances that are smart and energy efficient, all backed by the Court's low price guarantee. Our experts will help you choose what you need for your home. Shop with Court's Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Court Home Event 2025. Court, bringing value home.
Sacket and Palais Lot. Breaking news! For limited time only, grease your pockets with as much as 10 times your Playway with Multi-X winnings. Imagine betting $10 on Playway and in Multi-X for the same value and winning 10 times your prize. That's $2,400 for the small value of $20. You can't go wrong. Only in September 2025. You can win not 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times, but 10 times your winnings. Be sure to bet more on Playway. Add Multi-X and make it a September to remember. Monday to Saturday, 4 times a day. Available in stores and online. Who here? I go tell the others. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Grenada Electricity Services Limited cordially invites shareholders to attend the 66th annual meeting of shareholders held virtually on Zoom as well as at the Grenada Room, Radisson Beach Resort on Thursday, 9th October 2025 at 4:30 p.m. Note, each virtual attendee is required to register early to facilitate verification. Documents for the upcoming meeting are available on the company's website. Visit www.grenlec.com or call Grenlec at 237 extension 312 for more information.
If you're thinking about e-banking, debit cards, point-of-sale transactions, what would you say are the benefits our customers can derive from using these alternative online banking platforms?
Being an avid user of the online banking platform, I can attest that it's safe, simple, but not to mention convenient. No longer standing in line to do simple transactions like payments of utilities, purchases, or even transferring between your accounts. All of the above can be done at the convenience of your own time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Now, for electrical safety. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Parents and guardians, this is for you. Join the Parenting Training Program hosted by the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs from October 1st to November 6th at the Common Community Center, St. David's. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 5 p.m. Come learn about anger management, child abuse, fatherhood, discipline and punishment, healthy relationships, stress management, and much more. And guess what? It's totally free. And we've got you covered with refreshments, transportation, and aftercare for children. And at the end of it all, you'll earn a certificate of completion. For more information, call 440-2269. You can also call 415-9362. The Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs. Step up your parenting game.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy, easy. easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Several school-aged children and a bus conductor were rushed to the General Hospital this afternoon. A collision between two omnibuses operating along the St. David route. The accident occurred on the Lassager stretch at about 3 o'clock. Most of those involved in the accident are students of St. David's Catholic Secondary School. At this time, details regarding the extent of injuries and cause of collision remain unclear. Further updates will be provided as more information becomes available. Strengthening ties between Grenada and China, newly appointed Ambassador Yang Shu officially presented his credentials to Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade on Monday. Rena Thomas attended the ceremony.
The newly appointed ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada, His Excellency Yang Shu, has officially taken up his post. On Monday, Ambassador Yang Shu presented his credentials to the Governor General of Grenada, Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, during a brief ceremony at her official residence. The presentation of credentials marked the formal beginning of Ambassador Yang Shu's diplomatic service in Grenada, strengthening the long-standing ties between the two countries. His Excellency said he is pleased to continue where his predecessors left off, with a focus on advancing mutual development and deepening bilateral relations.
China-Grenada bilateral relations have made significant progress, which continuously strengthening political mutual trust, fruitful practical cooperation, and mutual support in international affairs. China highly appreciates Grenada's adherence to the One China principle and its unwavering support on issues concerning China's core interests and major concerns. During my tenure of office, I will exert my best efforts to further deepen China-Grenada bilateral relationship and enhance the friendship between our two peoples.
Grenada and the People's Republic of China have enjoyed decades of cooperation in areas such as education, health, infrastructure, and culture. Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade welcomed the new ambassador.
Your Excellency, Grenada is extremely grateful for the invaluable assistance provided to our country and our people over the years. Your country's foreign aid program to developing nations has been steadfast. We assure you that the concessionary loans, grants, technical support, human resource development opportunities, humanitarian and debt relief, health, agricultural, and security support are greatly appreciated by our government and people. Your Excellency, Grenada will continue to work together with the People's Republic of China in the multilateral forum on issues of mutual concern as we work towards deepening the relationship between our two governments and peoples.
Ambassador Yang Shu has pledged to work closely with Grenadian authorities to further strengthen the friendship between St. George and Beijing. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Corporal punishment in schools has long been a subject of debate in Grenada. While the Education Act still allows certain forms of discipline, corporal punishment is strictly regulated. Last evening on Beyond the Headlines, the Ministry of Education spoke about the ongoing review of these regulations and the move toward alternative approaches for managing student behavior. Eugenia Peters has the full story.
In Grenada, corporal punishment in schools is still allowed under the Education Act, but only principals or teachers specifically designated by them can administer it. Director of Student Support Services, Pearson Stroud, explained the limits of the law during last night's Beyond the Headlines program.
So no teacher in a classroom will just hit anybody's child. The act is very clear that it has to be the principal or a designated teacher, that the principal designates who would be able to. I want to also quickly say that the Education Act, it has been under review, and this is one of the areas where I am almost certain that we will have that being taken out very soon.
The Education Act is currently under review, and corporal punishment is expected to be removed as an option for schools. Teachers are being encouraged to use alternative methods of discipline, including counseling and rehabilitative approaches, particularly as concerns over bullying continue, Stroud added.
Earlier on, the Education Act is being reviewed, and there's a very strong possibility that corporal punishment will no longer be on the books as a methodology to be used. We are encouraging already our staff to begin to use other methodologies in terms of dealing with children.
Grenada has already restricted corporal punishment outside schools. The Juvenile Justice Act 2012, effective from 2016, bans flogging or whipping as a sentence for crimes committed by children. Amendments to the Child Protection and Adoption Act 2010 have also prohibited corporal punishment in childcare services such as boarding homes, foster homes, and training centers. However, corporal punishment remains lawful in some settings, including the home, informal alternative care, daycare, and penal institutions. According to the Global Initiative, Grenada is among 31 states where corporal punishment is still permitted in certain contexts, though significant progress has been made in protecting children in care and the justice system. Eugenia Peters, GBN News.
Students across the island have set a high standard in the preliminary round of the 2025 GBN debates, impressing judges and audiences with their confidence, teamwork, and critical thinking. More in this report from Rena Pett Thomas.
With students delivering impressive performances in the preliminary round, the 2025 GBN debates are off to a strong start. Held under the theme Mental Health and Wellness in the Digital Age, the competition challenges debaters to tackle pressing issues affecting today's society in the digital world. Despite the demand of the promptu format, students demonstrated confidence, teamwork, and the ability to think on their feet. The preliminaries not only highlighted student talent, but also reflected the dedication of their coaches and facilitators, setting the tone for an exciting season ahead. Students from the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School and Happy Hill Secondary School debated head-to-head.
We stand here today to conflict on the moot, be it resolved that schools should ban unhealthy foods and drinks often promoted through targeted advertising to youth, to which my team and I firmly agree. Did you know studies done by the WHO, a World Health Organization, have shown that childhood obesity rates have skyrocketed in the last 30 years, from 10% to an astronomical 40% worldwide.
Your second speaker further elaborated that sports and academic life may clash. What the opponents, I respectfully say, BALANCE, balance. Balance and learn how to control both sports and academic.
GBN extends congratulations to all participating schools for their outstanding efforts, commending the quality of the debates and the spirit of preparation, teamwork, and confidence that participants brought to the stage. Catch highlights of the preliminary round this Sunday at 4 p.m. on GBN or follow the full season on GBN's YouTube channel. Rena Pett Thomas, GBN News.
All right, I'll be tuned in. This evening's GBN ISAW spotlights International Coastal Cleanup Day activity at Simone Beach in St. Andrew. Stay close.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
evenings, I Saw features more than 50 dedicated volunteers, students, environmental champions, and community leaders who answer the urgent call to defend our fragile marine ecosystem. On International Coastal Cleanup Day, Sea Moon Beach in St. Andrew, Grenada became a beacon of hope, guided by the Grenada Fund for Conservation and the Sandals Foundation. Their unified action was a bold stand for nature, proving that every hand, every heart, and every piece of collected trash matters in the fight for a cleaner, healthier future. The shoreline was transformed by the relentless spirit of volunteers who refused to ignore the ocean's silent cries for help. Hope ignited every trash bag that was filled. Pride blossomed as each pound was weighed, and a powerful promise was visible in the eyes of every volunteer. Our beaches will not be abandoned. Our ocean will not be forgotten. Grenada stands for the environment today and always. You too can share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. It's all for GBN I Saw.
After the break, Karakou champions revival of Shakespeare Mass amid fears of fading traditions. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Karakou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run me, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Lexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Come on out, Grenada. Let's move to live. Sunday, October 26, 2025. Fitness walk beginning with warm-up at 2 p.m. at Progress Park St. Andrew. Organize your churches, clubs, family, and community. Great prizes to be won. Call 442-7450 to order your t-shirts now. Features and attractions galore to keep you moving. Hosted by the Health and Youth Departments of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists.
Today, Clark Squirt's bringing the flavor straight to you. Come and experience the spirit of Grenada with our signature samples, smooth sips, and tropical vibes all in one place. Try a taste of the island with us. Cool down, relax, handcrafted just for you. Must be 18 plus to enjoy.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Are you ready to take charge of your money, build wealth, and protect your family's legacy? Then join us on October 9th, 2025 at Radisson Grenada Beach Resort for your Financial Future 2.0, Legacy, Literacy, and Liberation, a one-day financial summit designed to break cycles, build wealth, and leave a lasting legacy. You'll gain real-life budgeting hacks, a money mindset reboot, steps to create generational wealth, and practical tips on investing, estate planning, insurance, health, and business finance, all from expert speakers who know how to turn knowledge into action. With 2 inspirational keynotes, 3 powerful panel discussions, and 6 breakout sessions, you will leave with your personalized action plan for success. Don't wait. Secure your seat today. Tickets are EC $350 at disruptiveleadershipconference.com/YFF. Your Financial Future 2.0. Your next chapter starts here.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
A local startup, Grenada Grows Limited, is harnessing public-private partnerships to transform waste into resources. Trainee reporter Deidre Seeley has this report.
Grenada Grows Limited held the official launch of its Greening Grenada Market Composting Pilot Project on Monday, September 29th. Grenada Grows Limited is a public-private partnership with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. Its Greening Grenada project entails the collection of fruit and vegetable waste from market vendors to produce compost and fertilizers. According to Dr. Judlyn Tellisford-Checkley, the project also has broader transformational goals.
Our mission really is less waste, right? Let's look at organic waste more of a resource, because it is a resource. So less waste, natural alternatives, not only natural alternatives, but locally produced options. If you look around us, what's happening in the world, we need to start producing locally, and that's what Grenada Grows is about. That's soil regeneration. Through a patented technology from Organolog, we would be able to produce several products that are very good for the soil, regenerates the soil and the plants.
The pilot will be conducted in collaboration with local vendors, Organolog, the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, and Recycle Organics. It also receives technical assistance from the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, or CARDI, and others. Dr. Tellisford-Checkley explained the importance of these relationships for the initiative's success.
We are going to partner with CARDI for public education. We want to hit the schools. We're going to work with Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. And I think that's where the partnership is going to really help scale out and make the impact greater. Because with our limited resources and our few employees, it's not possible. But being able to use the strength from all our different partners, that's the key. So whether it's on radio, television, schools, we're doing it all because we want to reach everyone ultimately.
The project's funding partner is Republic Bank Grenada Limited. As part of the bank's Power to Make a Difference initiative, Grenada Grows Limited received $50,000 in seed funding. Mavis McBurney is the general manager for operations at Republic Bank Grenada.
We were approached with this project proposal in late 2024, and right away, immediately, we knew we wanted to support, because this initiative is not just about bins and compost. It is about changing mindsets. That's where it begins. Changing mindsets, empowering communities, and building a climate resilient Grenada.
The launch of Greening Grenada builds momentum in Grenada's shift from managing waste to reimagining it. The pilot project is set to run for 6 months, commencing on October 6th. Reporting for GBN News, this is Deidre Seeley.
The Sister Isle of Carriacou is well known for its rich cultural heritage. However, it appears that the traditional aspect of Carriacou's carnival is phasing out. Organizers are now championing its revival with renewed focus on Shakespeare Mass. Christina John has more.
Known for its vibrant and deeply rooted cultural traditions, the Sister Isles of Carriacou is taking bold steps to preserve its unique heritage. Despite challenges, cultural leaders and organizers remain steadfast in their mission to safeguard the island's customs, with a renewed focus on reviving the Shakespeare Mass, a centuries-old street performance that blends theater, rhythm, and resilience. The Shakespeare Mass, one of Carriacou's most distinctive and cherished traditions, features masqueraders dressed in elaborate costumes engage in verbal battles by reciting passages from Shakespeare's plays. Traditionally held during Carnival Tuesday, the performance is a symbolic test of memory, wit, and endurance. However, in recent years, the number of senior participants has dwindled, raising concerns about the tradition's longevity. Despite this, organizers remain hopeful. GBN spoke with Anderson Matteson, cultural officer in the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government.
It is a concern here also. A lot of the senior players, especially Shakespeare Mass, not really involved. So we're trying to but we have started a program where we're teaching the younger ones so that they can take over and get more. And for last Carnival, 2025, we had a lot of young kids, probably about 20 odd young kids who are now learning that. And I know there's an initiative started by one of the senior massmen to go into the school and start the teaching of the Shakespeare Mass in the schools. So I know we're going to ensure that the kids are coming up. So I know the Happyville School, the BBH community basically has a cadre of young players. They've been training over the years, so we're going to continue. And we're trying to encourage some of the older folks to get back into the aspect of coming out there and portray the Shakespeare Mass on Carnival Tuesday.
The training initiative marks a significant step towards ensuring the continuity of the art form, which traces its origin back to the island's colonial past and has since evolved into a powerful expression of identity and community pride. In addition to the Shakespeare Mass, organizers are also bringing back other iconic forms of masquerade, such as Veku, Shotni, and Jab Jab, each immersed in historical symbolism and playing a vital role in the island's carnival celebrations. With the destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl, many expressed concern that too may have impacted the tangible cultural heritage on the island through the passing of the older folks with the knowledge.
Fortunately for us, I think we haven't really lost enough of cultural icons in that aspect. And I think we have kind of laid a foundation where the older folks has passed it down to the middle-aged persons like myself, and we are now passing it on to the younger ones. So that link is going to be there for generations, because we want to ensure that when we go, this culture lives. because it's our heritage, and if we don't pass it on, then it's going to die with us.
While Carriacou faces modern pressure and a shifting cultural landscape, the commitment of heritage preservation remains unwavering. Through community involvement and intergenerational training, the island is writing a new chapter in its cultural story, one where the past is honored and the future is shaped by informed, passionate youth. Christina John, GBN News.
Sports News is next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. We also supply black tanks and plumbing supplies. Wholesale prices available on selected items. Visit the Oasis Pet and Garden today, conveniently located along the Wester Hall Main Road, Wester Hall, St. David's,
and Melville Street, St. George's. Now serving you at 2 locations. Visit us today for all your pet and garden needs.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. West Indies chased down a poultry target of 123 with 46 balls to spare and avoided a whitewash while restoring some pride to the brand following losses in their first 2 outings. Nepal came into Sharjah eyeing a historic whitewash but ran into a revived West Indies side who put on the perfect game. However, that shouldn't take away too much from their impressive feat of completing their first series win against a full member nation. Ramon Simmons, one of two changes they made, took a match-winning 3-4 after West Indies made the right call of bowling first on a pitch that was slow and offered regular sideways movement. Openers Amir Jangu and Hakeem Ogis capitalized under easing conditions to take West Indies to their first ever 10-wicket win. Nepal's start was sedate but secure, with Kushal Malla and Birthill often in control of their shots. Birthill even whacked Myers on the roof in the third over. The first sign of danger was Hossain getting turn and bounce in the third over to beat Birthill's sweep. The shot connected the next ball for a 6-over square leg. Nonetheless, free-flowing stroke play wasn't to be seen. The effect of Nepal facing 20 dots in their 37-run power play was slightly mitigated by 3 4s and 2 6s. Holder found success right after the power play using his high release and bounce. Simmons and Blades took 2 wickets each in the death overs. A couple of boundaries from Lokesh Bam and Sandeep Johra took Nepal to 122. West Indies chase got up to a flyer. In the first over, Jangu ensured that West Indies 2 hit a 6 on the roof. Karan Casey was punished upon offering pace and missing his line. We can tell you too, the openers peppered the leg side boundary. With a 4 in each of the next 4 overs, West Indies bossed the 47-run power play. Jangu then went into top gear, smacking 5 6s in his last 9 balls. The back-to-back 6s off Podell that started the carnage brought up his 38-ball 50. Ogis played second fiddle as West Indies reached home with 46 balls to spare. Well, West Indies head coach Darren Sammy believes the reintroduction of top and middle order batsmen Tej Narayan Chandapal and Alec Athanaze into the Maroons test team will help anchor their batting against India's valued spin attack in the upcoming 2-match series, scheduled to bowl off in Ahmedabad on October 2. Their recall was described as vital by the all-formats coach as he credited their defensive technique and ability to occupy the crease as key in subcontinental conditions. Sammy confirmed both batsmen were recalled with the expectation that they can bring the kind of grit and technical discipline required to blunt India's world-class spinners. Led by Aksa Patel and Kuldeep Yadav, Sammy added that Chandapal has been encouraged to mirror the patience and endurance of legendary anchors of the past, including his father Shiv Narayan. He wants Tej to make the most of the new ball and help the West Indies set a solid foundation on which the team can build. Athanaze, meanwhile, is expected to bring composure in the middle with his ability to rotate strike and build partnerships, both especially crucial against spin. Sammy said that West Indies had studied New Zealand's recent success in India Test Series win in October 2024. He said one major lesson was how the Black Caps batsmen managed to occupy the crease despite India's bowlers still taking wickets. The heat is still on to determine who will capture the championship title in the 2025 edition of the GFA Premier League. With 5 rounds of matches left in the season, it is still anyone's title at this point. Perennial contender Hurricane sit in 3rd place on the points table with 24. 3 points adrift is defending champion Paradise FC International on 27. Sitting top of the leaderboard is St. John Sports on 29. No games are carded for this weekend. That's the sports news for now. Regional Agriculture Ministers meeting in St. Kitts and Nevis for the 19th Caribbean Week of Agriculture have called for urgent action to reduce the region's reliance on food imports and improve food security. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Jeffrey Ian Hanley of St. Kitts and Nevis highlighted that 44.7 million people in the Caribbean must become more self-sufficient, noting that the region currently imports over 80% of its food. World Food Programme official Brian Bogart warned that 3.2 million people remain food insecure, while the FAO's Dr. Renata Clark pointed to investment initiatives as signs of progress. The conference, themed Sowing Change and Harvesting Resilience, brings together stakeholders to chart a path toward transforming food systems for 2025 and beyond.
The Caribbean Week of Agriculture 2025 is the 19th edition of a regional forum for stakeholders in agriculture and rural life to dialogue on transforming Caribbean food systems. The Deputy Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Geoffrey Ian Hanley, indicated that 44.7 million people in the region need to become more self-sufficient.
Here is the reality. As small island states, we remain too dependent on imports. On average, Caribbean countries import more than 80% of what we eat. That is vulnerability we can no longer afford.
Country Director for the World Food Programme's Regional Office, Brian Bogart, endorsed the Deputy Prime Minister's sentiment.
Today, an estimated 3.2 million people, or 42% of the English and Dutch-speaking Caribbean, are food insecure. This inequality in access to nutritious food is not just a number. It manifests in the daily reality faced by people across the Caribbean and undermines health, education, and economic opportunity.
Meanwhile, Sub-Regional Coordinator for the Food and Agriculture's Caribbean Office, Dr. Renata Clark, said she sees progress, as she noted that at the last Regional Agriculture Conference, some gains were made.
And the collective effort has led to a new fund that is operational and has started to mobilize private capital for investment. There will be a session on Wednesday morning to reflect on the gains and to prepare to expand on these.
The theme of the week-long conference is Sowing Change, Harvesting Resilience, Transforming Our Caribbean Food Systems for 2025 and Beyond. Terry Ann Brown-Campbell, TTD News.
Further afield, the trial of Mali's former Prime Minister has begun at the National Cybercrime Court in Bamako following his arrest by military authorities. Moussa Mara is accused of undermining state credibility and other offenses after expressing solidarity with political prisoners in a social media post. His lawyers said the proceedings include a bid for his provisional release and are being held publicly. The case has drawn attention to the government's crackdown on dissent and the broader issue of political freedoms in Mali.
Denied bail and still in jail for a social media post he's written. Mali's former Prime Minister Moussa Mara, a leading figure of the opposition, denies any wrongdoing. In July, he expressed solidarity with those he described as prisoners of conscience, a term used by rights groups for people jailed for their political beliefs and peaceful protests. For prosecutors at the Cyber Crimes Court, the post is a crime, undermining state credibility, inciting disorder, and spreading false information. If found guilty, Mara could face years in jail.
It's freedom of opinion, freedom of expression.
Rights groups say the junta is using the Cyber Crimes Court as a weapon against dissent.
Everything they do is to consolidate power and using insecurity in the north as justification for whatever they're doing. Silencing citizens, silencing dissenting voice, silencing opposition voice.
Mara is not alone. Since the junta dissolved political parties in May, many politicians and civil society actors have fled to neighboring Ivory Coast and Senegal to avoid arrest. So we're on our way to meet a Malian journalist living in Dakar. But he's worried because speaking out against the Malian military junta, even from here, could land him and his family in trouble. Djibril Touré left northern Mali for Senegal to pursue journalism studies. He still posts on humanitarian issues, but with caution. Here too, he says, the wrong word, the wrong sentence could cost him.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. A reminder of the headlines. Fishermen voice safety concerns amid increased U.S. military presence in Caribbean waters. Grenadians urge greater focus on agriculture and renewable energy ahead of 2026 budget. Debate intensifies over future of Progress Park as lights await installation. Major sewer main breach in Grand Anse repaired. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean leaders call for urgent food security measures at regional summit. Internationally, Mali's former prime minister faces trial over support for political prisoners. Plus in the sports news, Nepal stunned West Indies to claim historic series victory. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Thanks for having chosen the broadcast. Have a good night.